Yeah, so I promised a tutorial on how to economy pick the solo opening lick thing of my song Pharaoh, which was this one. Now imagine that being played well and correctly. Another kick in the head. So we have our fingers here. First we're gonna go over the notes, then we're gonna go over the picking. We have fingers here, one finger per fret. This is the 11th fret, this is the 14th fret, boom, right? And then we go, so down and up again. And then onto the next string. We stay here, same 4 frets. This, we can skip that for now, so it's... And then we need to move up, so like... Then we move our index finger from the 11th to the 12th fret. This is where it gets kind of tricky, because now we have 5 frets for 4 fingers, because we're playing harmonic minor, which means instead of we gotta play so essentially just 16th fret on the B string instead of 15th. So that's what we're gonna do. Down, up, down, up. What we then do is we go back to 4 frets for 4 fingers. And the very last note is an E, so it used to be this 12th fret E string. Lately I found it kind of better to play it here. Hang on. Yeah, to play it here on the 17th fret of the B string instead. So you gotta slide all the way up from the 12th fret to the 17th, and more often than not I actually miss that fret, but doesn't matter, fuck off. So those are the notes. See, like I said, I tend to miss that fret. Okay, now on for the picking. So you could just alternate pick it all. Oh god damn. You could even down pick it all if you wanted to. But that's kind of intense. And if you are mentally retarded, you could also upstroke it all. Okay, I can't even do it. That's too fucking retarded, even for me. So, what we actually want to do here is economy picking. Now, what the fucking hell is economy picking? Economy picking means, for example, I just did a downstroke on the D fret, right? And so, if we were strictly alternating between downstroke and upstroke, my next stroke would be an upstroke. But now say I want to play the next note on the G string. So we got this note, and then we got this note. So what I gotta do here is pick down, move all the way to the other side of the G string, and then come back up to pick it. Now, wouldn't it be more efficient to just pick both of them in one downward motion like this? Goddamn straight, it would be more efficient. As a matter of fact, it would be more economic. Huh? Get it? Economic? Economy picking? Eco picking? Huh? So what it means is basically, whenever you would have to move past a string and come back in the other direction to pick it, you pick in the direction that you were going anyway instead. Now that's a fucking retarded explanation. Kind of easier way of putting it is, if you play a note on a string, okay, easier way to put it is, if you play a downstroke and your next note is on the next higher string. So this is a bit confusing because downstroke goes that way, but higher string is also that way. Just kind of stupid. But a downstroke and your next note is on a higher string, you also downstroke that instead of upstroking. And when you upstroke and your next note is on the next lower string, you upstroke also instead of downstroking. Now this is very similar to sweep picking, but it's not really entirely the same thing. It's very similar though. So if we were to apply this principle of economic picking to this lick that we're on about, it would be like this. Now imagine I play that correctly. So if we were to write that down, it would look like this. Usually you do kind of a U and a V shaped thing for upstroking and downstroking. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do U and D for upstroke and downstroke, right? So this is a downstroke, this is an upstroke. So this is a downstroke, this is an upstroke, this is also a downstroke, and this is also an upstroke, right? Now here's where it gets interesting. This is a downstroke. Now this would normally be an upstroke, but because we played a downstroke on this note, and now we play the next string here, we are going to also downstroke that one. Economy, right? And then this one is going to be an upstroke, this one is going to be a downstroke, this one's going to be an upstroke, this one, fuck all that shit, you can just imagine that that's 111, right? So this one upstroke, this is a downstroke. Now, this is a bit dumb. This is a bit dumb because now this is also an upstroke, and oops, this is a downstroke again. So we're kind of staying in between the strings with our pick, instead of, you know, warping all the way around the strings. Okay, so then this is going to be an upstroke again, this is going to be a downstroke, and this, because we're moving up a string again, is also going to be a downstroke, and thus this is an upstroke. And the good thing here is, when we start the next measure, we are back to a downstroke. Depending on what happens here, we could have ended up on an upstroke at the start of a measure, and you kind of don't really want to do that. So we went downstroke here, and then this is an upstroke. Like then, this is an upstroke, so we can't really do anything about that. Doing another downstroke doesn't make any sense. Playing this as an upstroke also doesn't make any sense. So that's just kind of uneconomic, but that's the way it be. So this is an upstroke again. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Then this. Now, if this were a downstroke, we would economy pick here to another downstroke, but since this is an upstroke anyway, we can just play a normal downstroke here. Upstroke, downstroke, and now we just played a downstroke and we're moving up a string, so this one is also going to be a downstroke. Now this one is an upstroke. This we can disregard. So this is going to be a downstroke again, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke. Hang on, let me see whether that is correct or whether I messed up here. So this is an upstroke, this is a downstroke, and this last note here, which we play there, that is going to be an upstroke. Now, said a second ago, we don't really want to have an upstroke on the first note of the measure, but because this is the only note of the measure, and we kind of stop playing at this point, at least with our right hand, it's okay to play an upstroke. What we could also do is not economy pick here at this part, yep, where these X's are, not economy pick there, but play the entire measure straight through. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, which would land us on a downstroke here, obviously. So that's a preference thing. Everybody got to figure out what they want to do. I just got home from work or something, I don't know, and I decided spontaneously to do the Pharaoh economy picking tutorial, which I had promised, not realizing I had already done one. Like, what in the blue fuck, right? So this one here is gonna be the main video. I just found this on my computer by chance, and I'm gonna load the extra thing that I just did spontaneously a few minutes ago. I just upload that as a bonus. My hair was braided, I know it's funny like this. Okay. And the talk bullshit I did at the end of that other video there, I'm just gonna put that here, like right now.
Yay.
No, it's gonna look like the same take because I did it a few minutes ago and I'm wearing the same clothes. So take it away, future me. Wait, hang on. Past me. Haha. So this concludes my very bad tutorial on how not to neglect to not employ economy picking into not economically picking. I suppose if you're also mentally retarded, like me, you might have found this interesting and or entertaining and or educational, in which case you should like the video with this like button, which is down below the video somewhere. And there's also a subscribe button somewhere. You can click that. Then, you know, maybe YouTube will tell you when next I upload a video, maybe not. Who gives a fuck? And can look at other shit on my channel as well. And I'm gonna link a bunch of other stuff as well, including the videos where I talk about the song Pharaoh. And yeah, what else is there to say? There's a spring here. This is a spring. A coil spring, to be exact. There are also other types of springs, like leaf springs, for example, but this is a coil spring.